Okay, it's day 102, and one of the things I like about this series is if you don't have new information, if a story isn't breaking, like the memo today obviously is going to steal all the thunder and make a lot of courtroom work unnecessary, and I'll be able to obviously refer to it in my courtroom pleadings in all three lawsuits. And much of what I've said in my lawsuits is proven by the memo, so that's very, very helpful when you're going in front of a judge asking for discovery. And then when people are saying you're making a frivolous claim, and then it's in their own hand, they admit to what is in my pleadings. And I'll give you two examples. One is this shared Dropbox idea, and why I say Andy McCabe used the shared Dropbox. The reason why I say that is because both Huma Abedin, what she did with sending her password to Anthony Weiner, anyone on the shared Dropbox now has a password to that Palantir system at the State Department. It could have been more of a minor system, but I believe it was the Palantir system at the State Department. And if she had access to several different systems at CIA, FBI, State Department, etc., she could just send those passwords along, and the whole group shares in the password. You'll only need one of those emails. You don't need 650,000 emails. So that's the first piece. And the second thing is, if you would do that in a situation like this with the Veterans Administration, again, people in the remote areas like Arkansas and places I went like Michigan, where we had Laura Everly's laptop going to, or going to Minnesota for a couple of days, going to Chicago near Loyola there, you could sweep about 5 or 6 different VA hospitals. All you'd have to do is do a 3-day trip to train 5 or 6 different people on how to get into the system, how to get a veteran's social security number, how to reapply for medical cards and so forth. Give them a letter that explains how they've been using private health insurance, or they've been out of the country, or whatever the excuse is. There's going to be, Imran's going to have a form letter for everything. And then away you go. This person then, up in Michigan at Spectrum Health, is going to be the one that's been trained. And hey, oh, by the way, you may as well hack Trump Tower while you're there. It's going to be behind a firewall, and there's going to be a whole bunch of employees in Grand Rapids. Now, I'm not saying that Imran did the hack of Trump Tower I believe it was going to be September-October timeframe. I'm not saying that it was part of the insurance policy, Andy's insurance policy, but it could be. And who else, when you start giving out credentials through, again, the liaison loophole, and GCHQ starts giving people credentials and having them sit with NSA employees, right next to NSA employees at Fort Meade, doing deep dives, using the Vault 7 hacking tools, showing them how to do all this stuff. Once you get your training, it's easy to get on a plane, take Laura Everly's laptop, and just go around and start hacking. So I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm just saying how easily all these things can come together. Then on my shared Dropbox, I send a message to Hina saying, hey, I just want to print out my email. I'm going to just print out all my passwords at home. Again, all you need is one password to put somebody in business for probably still using these veterans' social security numbers. Again, telling them what systems to log into and what the passwords are is all you need to do. You just have to have one person working at Walter Reed Army Hospital, one person working at Bethesda Naval Hospital. Again, I'm not saying that today Taggart is that person, but if I have her laptop and I see her log in and I have a keystroke logger and she lives in my house, it's a lot easier. So again, the most beautiful thing about this whole series is we dig, we connect the dots, we do all these things, we cause documents to be flushed out. But the best thing is the conspirators themselves. The conspirators themselves testify, and that is the best testimony of all. It's incontrovertible.